It showed the pain without any vulgarity, and that's the plus of this screenplay. As I told you, not a lot of films, I mean, as far as I've seen at least, not a lot of short films choose non-linear way of telling things because it's very difficult. I thought she was probably lying to her parents. Or her mother, saying that she's going for a work at night but she's actually doing prostitution, is what I understood first time when I did not crack it, and only when I watched it twice and thrice, and when I rearranged the orders of the other sequences. According to me, the order of the sequences are, I'm sorry I took very long to talk about this, but I think this movie brought a lot more emotions from inside me, so I think I had to give it away for this movie. This is one of probably my longest review for my first short film, so wow, I just loved talking it, and I felt my heart had to be spoken.
BC bottom. Thinking of my life, no in your way, my way. Ain't giving up on my kind of way, getting away, doing it all alone. This time I show you all my theorem. The clock is ticking and flipping and shaking and breaking, but damn, I'm living. I ain't a smoker, ain't a drinker, dream doper, ain't a baker, ain't a kind of just a human, ain't a topper, ain't a flopper, mediocre, ain't a pleaser, ain't a teaser, peacemaker, ain't a popper, ain't a flop, bill glasser, ain't a hypocrite, ain't a rude run talker, and I'm over the clear, I'm going to you, welcome to be my second name. Ni ain't no whatever, but I sit at the bottom, I mean, do the band.
Welcome, I'm Shoaib, also known as PC Bottom, also known as Earphones, and welcome back to my channel. The song you heard is my independent song, and the name of the song is Bike Ride. The lyrical video is out, the link is in the description below, and this song is also available on other online platforms like Google Play, Apple Music, iTunes, and Spotify. All the links are in the description below. Please do check it out and let me know how my song is. And I've also done a dance cover for this Tamil song called Vati, coming from the movie Master, and that dance video's link is also in the description below. Please do check that out and let me know how I'm dancing. And I have been doing my review, I've been giving my feedback on a lot of movies, which basically are reviews. Okay, to a lot of Kannada movies recently, and the lists include, and this is the list, and I'm gonna say you people that this list is gonna get bigger and better, so I promise you to come out with a lot more reviews for Kannada movies. So if you people are interested in my reviews, please do stay tuned to my channel by subscribing, is what I would say, and go straight to the review of this particular short film named as Heegendhu Aagadhirali. And yes, I've got the name right, thanks to my lovely sweetheart teacher. She's my friend, and her name is Harshita, and she's the one who's helping me with Kannada a little. No, actually a lot, and I'm learning little by little. So I would say, so I wanted to take this chance up and thank her for letting me pronounce this name well. And by the way, this name came at the end in the movie itself, which again added to my better pronunciation, but the main reason is her. So thank you, Harshita, and please keep teaching me Kannada, is what I would say, and go straight to the review of this wonderful movie called Heegendhu Aagadhirali, and this translates to "Let this not happen ever" in English. So let's go. Straight up, this movie is way beyond a short film standard, way beyond a short film standard, because I was not expecting this standard. I mean, I'm so happy to see this one person called Alok, if I'm right, and obviously people know him as All Okay, or his channel's name is All Okay, and he's done songs like Don't Worry and Vega Dota, as far as I've watched him. So there's this one person having some money, and he's using it to the best of his abilities, what I would say, because he has yet again come up with a wonderful film. And this film, I would say, as I told you, is way beyond short film standard. The making style of it, yes, it's a non-linear narration. The movie does not, the short film does not go in order. It has a very pattern of orders which keeps us which keeps us guessing as to what's happening when. And I have to say very honestly that I had to watch this film at least twice or thrice to clearly understand the pattern of it. So I did watch this movie twice or thrice, and I would say every time I watched it I understood the movie better, and I was not bored in any way, because this movie had a very strong theme, and this movie had some very wonderful filmmaking style. And I have to say, my special credits to one person, and that person's name is, obviously the screenplay is amazing, and the way the movie has been directed and the actors are amazing. But first of all, let me go to the actors and the direction part later. But this one person is someone I want to right away say you've done an amazing job, and I mean you've done an amazing job, and that person is this person called Akash R. Joshi. Yes, cinematography. This person has done the cinematography and editing. I would say, wow, this is some lovely stuff. I mean, I was in love with the visuals, the quality of it, the color tones of it. I can go on mentioning. I mean, right away from certain super tight shots to the wide angle shots to certain moving shots. I mean, like right from right from the movie start, where it starts with the shower. And a few shots I would mention is, this particular one, the way it starts with the shower thing. And yeah, when the girl is walking on the road, there's this one small, I'll probably show this, since this is a short film and I can download it. Yeah, I will show you the visuals here which I'm talking about. There's this one particular shot which is only 1 or 2 seconds, and it just moves with the girl walking. That was amazing. And there were super tight shots of these bad guys, or not bad guys, or maybe, yes, according to the script, yes, bad guys, spoiled brats basically. And there's this one particular shot where he rotates the tumbler clockwise and the camera goes this side, so the tumbler is this side and the camera goes this side, so that kind of thing. And there's a shot to be, and this particular shot where the kid runs towards the class. And I can go on with the cinematography, yeah, and the shot where, the girl walks on the road, and here and more of a golden yellow, yes, and that and the lavender kind of blending on it was like top class. I loved it. So first giving it to you, amazing job. And then I would walk up to this person called Sachin, I guess, yes, Sachin Bagley, background score. I mean, like, lovely music, right from the bad guys theme to the I particularly fell in love with this one particular theme, where this stage show kind of happens. There's this a skit happening. People watching the movie will know what I'm talking about, or people who've done the movie will know what I'm talking about. So if you watch it, you will know when the kids are performing one particular act, there's a BGM that plays. That was outstanding. I mean, like, for the particular situation and how it turned out to be, your BGM was amazing, I would say. I loved it, and the second applause goes to you big time. And I have to give this special credits to these people who've come up with the costumes and the accessories. It was lovely. I mean, it was very nice, right? I generally don't give so much attention to that, because obviously when it's appealing is what I would say. I did not go precisely on that, but here I loved certain things which I thought maybe if I mentioned, those people will also be happy. I do not know who's done that, but right from that bad guy's shoe, which was kind of like a black and a white kind of shoe, a zebra kind of patterned shoe, to I loved the nose piercing of the girl, of the heroine, yeah. Whoever came up with, I mean, the nose piercings were changing. I could notice it so precisely, probably because it was showed so beautifully, or it caught my eye, whatever reason maybe, but all those things were adding so much lovely so much cuteness to this entire factor happening. The nose piercing thing, and probably in the last scene, this thumbnail which shows this long earrings right from here to here, and the way the girl was, her costumes, basically. It was not, see, yes, this talks about how women are being exploited, raped, or misused or abused. Everything is shown, but there was no vulgarity in this. The girl was so beautifully dressed, so even if the movie showed rape scenes, but it was not like vulgar or so badly portrayed. It showed the pain without any vulgarity, and that's the plus of this screenplay and the directors, I would say. So that is something that I loved. And yeah, special mentions to the costumes and all those things. It was lovely. Okay, I'll keep that person for the last, and I will talk about these people. These people who've done the story, screenplay, dialogues, and direction. I think it is Sudeep Shetty and Bharat Arvi. Bharat Arvi has been a part of the direction, but I think it's story, screenplay, and dialogues by Sudeep Shetty. So both of them, I'm going to give it. And yes, I have to talk about these people. This is a lovely script. Let me tell you, for a lot of reasons. One, as I told you, not a lot of films, I mean, as far as I've seen at least, not a lot of short films choose non-linear way of telling things, because it's very difficult to tell things in a different in a different order in such a short span of time. So I think that was a brave attempt, first of all. And as I said, you people made me watch this twice or thrice to understand it very clearly, because and I found it worth it. That's what I'm trying to say, actually. And I found it worth watching it twice or thrice, and that is probably the success of a non-linear way of narration. You will want people to watch it again and understand the exact pattern, and I think I cracked the pattern. Maybe it might not be that very difficult for others, or maybe it is difficult for others, but for me it was kind of tricky. So I had to go back and watch it again and try to understand the entire thing, because this first time when I watched it, I had a totally different concept altogether. I thought, see, this is not any a thriller or a suspense story, so I think I can give spoilers. So no, I'm not trying to actually give a spoiler. I'm trying to clarify the movie to the people who might be watching this review, who might not understand it very clearly. So I think you will take it in the right sense, is what I would say. First time when I was watching the movie, I probably thought, when this heroine tells that she's going on a night job to a she's opting for a night work at a BPO and all those things, and when she gets taken away by the people, I thought she was probably lying to her parents. Or her mother, saying that she's going for a work at night, but she's actually doing prostitution, is what I understood first time when I did not crack it. And only when I watched it twice and thrice, and when I rearranged the orders of the other sequences, I understood that this person has actually had let herself get raped to save her life, so that she can save her family. And that is why I've been telling you that this movie has to be watched at least twice or thrice to understand. So maybe I might be breaking the order or pattern here, and revealing it right now, but I'll tell you this, I'm doing this simply because I do not want people watching this to not understand the entire plot, and misunderstand the entire plot, and say this movie is not that up to the mark. I think people have to understand this concept, because this is so beautifully scripted, and I think this has to reach more people. I will drop the short films link below, so people who are watching this review can watch the movie, is what I would say. And yes, so if I got the order right, please do let me know. According to me, the order of the sequences are: this girl, the heroine, is a teacher, and she's teaching kids, and she's teaching kids of senior KG, that's UKG. And the second sequence is that which happens in the hospital with this girl called Pooja. She gets raped and she dies. Third is when she's in school again, and this friend of hers comes to invite her for a night birthday party, and she says that she's busy and she's occupied. Fourth is a phone call with talking to her parent, and she's leaving for her work. Fifth is when the bad guys take her in. Sixth is when the raping thing happens and she's left on the road. Seventh is obviously, and then the crying thing happens. And seventh is where she is going to the class to ask the teacher for 4 boys and 1 girl, saying that the entire the entire script of the skit of the drama has been changed, and she needs a change in characters, and she needs 4 boys and 1 girl. She says, and the 8th is the entire drama happening, and it ends with that speech. Yes, is what I think is the order of the movie, actually, which is all mixed up and given to us in these 20 minutes, is what I would say. I think I got the order right. If I'm wrong, the team who's watching it, please do let me know in the comment sections below. And yeah, so yet again, for the last time, I'm telling you, I'm not giving this order away for people to, as I said, this is not a thriller, or there's no suspense here for people to get a spoiler out of this order revealing. I think people have to understand the script, right? So I think that's why I revealed it, is what I would say. And yeah, and the last sequence, the walking on the beach, you can keep it anywhere you want. That is one of the most beautiful sequences in the entire film. So that's where I would say. And finally, I would talk about this one person called Anupama Gowda. Oh my god, okay, wow. I think I've not seen her anywhere, or maybe have I seen her anywhere, I do not know, I can't remember seeing her. So this girl single-handedly carries the movie, let me tell you this. Yeah, the guys were amazing, all the things, and I did see Miss You. I think one person who acted in this movie probably passed away. My condolences for that particular person. And yeah, I'm sorry for the loss, brother, but you've done your part as well. The boys, all those bad guys, whatever they've done, but this single person called Anupama Gowda, she handles the whole movie single-handedly. And wow, I have to tell that this girl has some serious talent. I think she's a big star. I don't know much about her. Please do mention about her in the comment sections below, is what I would say. And her acting was lovely, especially those two scenes where she walks. There's one long scene where she walks, she sits down on the road and she cries. Outstanding acting, outstanding acting. I could literally feel the pain. Yeah, is one thing, and secondly, this particular scene, I don't know how many of you would have noticed it so precisely. People would have seen it in general, but this one particular scene or this one particular thing was a killer for me. That's when she's painting the guy's face. Okay, and she's all haunted by the memories, but she's still painting on the guy's face, and all of a sudden when she looks at the guy and she smiles, that blank look to that smile was a killer for me. I mean, there was so much pain in that smile, but she was hiding all those things, and she didn't want the boy to know anything, is what got conveyed to me through that one smile. But that smile was a killer, and her acting went there for me right away in that one particular thing. People might think it's just a smile, but I could literally sense that particular emotion very deeply, and it hurt like crazy for me. So yeah, she is an amazing actor without a doubt. And that when the drama, when the skit is happening and all those things, she'll be standing in one corner and she'll be looking with all the sadness, literally visual, I mean literally getting haunted by this scenes happening there, which happened to her the previous night or a few days before. But so her acting was out of the world. So this girl is wow. I mean, like, this person's choice was amazing. Again, to the entire team, well done. You've chosen one of the most apt people there for this particular movie, is what I would say. So finally, this is one thing I would like to tell and end this particular review. Abuse or harassment to anybody is wrong. Yes, it happens to men and women or men, it happens emotionally and financially. For women, it's like emotionally and physically. So yes, women are exploited, abused, harassed, and that is something intolerable. And this movie is actually showing two such women who choose two different ways of handling it for different reasons altogether. There's this one woman who tries to fight the rapist. She gets brutally manhandled, raped, and finally she gets so brutally harmed that she dies. And there's this other woman who, just before something like this, something dreadful like this is about to happen, she's talking to her mother, talking to her mother and telling that she'll take care of all the expenses of probably her siblings education and the other siblings health. I do not know. I think that's what is conveyed indirectly in that particular first conversation. So she has so many of responsibilities to handle when she's suddenly encountered by four thug like people, all drunk and ready to harass her. She just gets haunted by her friend's death, and she just pretends to be emotionally dead, and she lets herself get raped, and she walks away after getting raped without getting killed. But I would say there the person has been, she's dead physically as well, but this person is emotionally dead, and this particular incident might haunt her forever. And yeah, this is what probably loads and loads and loads and loads of women are facing in our country these days. We've seen so many rape cases happening in our country, and not strict action being taken. This is something which really affects me personally. Women are supposed to be respected. Yes, everybody talks all those things, but how many of us are actually working towards it or trying to make that happen? We do not know, and it is something that has to be taken seriously. Even going back, or probably taking this as an example, like in our own country, like if we go back 75 years back, we as Indians, our ancestors, our grandfathers or great grandfathers fought against the British for abusing our women. When the Indian women refused to wear the Western wear and they wore those khadi clothes, they were stripped of their clothes, they were stripped naked, and they were made to run on the roads. And they were almost 80 to 90% of the women who committed suicide because they were abused or they were harassed in public. And in response, our men, with all those small knives and all those small guns or pistols, maybe went in and literally finished so much of the let themselves get killed. Our men let themselves killed, but before getting killed, they made sure that they killed the other people who were trying to harm our women. That's the kind of history we have. That's the kind of ancestral history we have. We stood up for our women. We protected our women. But now we ourselves are abusing our own women, and which is a shame, and which is intolerable at any cost. And we have to stop this. We have to stop this. Not all women, like this story says, not all women will choose to die. Not all women will choose to fight. Yeah, obviously they will choose to fight. Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to. I don't know if I'm getting the message right. But not all. Yeah, everybody will choose to fight, but not all will choose death. Is what this movie says. I think that is what is happening in most of the cases. Loads of women stay quiet, scared of shame, scared of their parents dying of shame, scared of what the society will talk, scared of not being able to live to protect and serve the family. There are a lot more reasons for which certain women, choose to live such a hard, emotionally dead life over death. Okay, so I think as men we should not be pushing them to that situation, is what this movie is trying to say. And I would say Sudeep Shetty, right? I think his name is Sudeep Shetty, if I'm not wrong, the screenplay writer. Yes, yeah, Sudeep Shetty, brother. Yes, you've conveyed the message right, and I think I've tried to clarify things as much as I could, so that people who watch this movie will decode it, and maybe let's wish something good happens after such things are being told in public forum. Let's wish for the best, and let's wish and stay good and protect our women. Yeah, protect men, and men protect women. This is a team. This is a pair. This is lovely. This relationship, men and women, are lovely together. Yeah, so let's protect and let's be good to each other, is what I would say. And once again, lovely usage of resources by this person called Alok, is what I would say. All okay. Yeah, and you have come up with yet another wonderful project, brother, is what I would say. And end this review. I'm sorry I took very long to talk about this, but I think this movie brought a lot more emotions from inside me, so I think I had to give it away for this movie. This is one of probably my longest review for my first short film. So wow, I just loved talking it, and I felt my heart had to be spoken. I did not want to restrict the time. I just felt my heart had to be spoken. So yes, I spoke it out, and my best wishes for this lovely team, for this for the future projects, and my biggest applause, as I did earlier, yeah, for you people for coming out with such a wonderful project. Keep going, and God bless you people, is what I would say, and keep coming out with wonderful such movies, is what I would say. And in this review, thank you so much for watching. I wish you enjoyed it, and if you did, you know what to do. Please do it. And yes, as I said, please do check out my song, my dance video, and also please do stay in touch, because I've been doing a lot more. I've been doing a lot of Kannada movie reviews. I'll be doing loads more too. So stay in touch and keep supporting, is what I would say. And in this review, thank you so much for watching. And until I catch you in my next video, this is Shoaib signing off. Take care and peace.